out-of-body experience.
Welcome to the Brothers of Wrestling podcast.
Welcome back to the Brothers of Wrestling podcast with your host, Logan. And that is it today because it is a special occasion where we are doing a best of the Brothers of Wrestling Year 1 for our 1-year anniversary here on YouTube and Spotify. Hayden and I thought it would be a good idea to compile together some of our funniest or controversial or whatever it is type moments and put them all together in one cohesive video for you guys to enjoy and listen to, just in case you maybe missed something. Maybe you didn't listen to every single episode throughout the year, and which is totally fine, and you want to hear all the best stuff. This is the video for you. So this one's going to have our funniest moments, our most heated debates, our most controversial takes, all that kind of stuff. Whatever we deem is the best of the content from this past year, it's basically all going to be in this one episode for you. And we just want to say from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much for sticking with us for an entire year. We are excited for the direction this podcast is headed in. We have big plans for the future, for year number 2, for year number 3, all that kind of stuff. And we are so excited for not just the future of wrestling, but for the future of this podcast and covering wrestling. So from us to you, we thank you, we appreciate you, and let's get into the Brothers of Wrestling best of year number 1. And I went down the rabbit hole. I was on WWE's Twitter, and they had posted a video about Danhausen. And they had posted the video of him. I think it was the video where Miz hits himself with the fire extinguisher. And Michael Cole says, "This is wrestling," and all that kind of stuff. And there was a guy that replied to that and said, "No, Michael Cole, this is not wrestling. This is an embarrassment." And he was just going on and on about how stupid it was and how it ruined the sanctity of wrestling and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's so much sanctity.
And
do we forget that Mae Young gave birth to a hand?
And that's exactly what the replies to his reply was. It was,
what are we talking about?
It was the replies. Some person, I think it might have been O'Shea Jackson Jr. who did it. Somebody laid out a list of all these goofy things that happened.
Yes.
And saying like this is exactly fitting into what we love about wrestling in WWE. I just couldn't
Triple
believe
H had sex with Kane's girlfriend who's dead. They ended up being a dummy. What are we talking about? Wrestling has sanctity. And that's what's so funny is that people that hate on Danhausen say it doesn't make any sense. It's illogical. I can't suspend my disbelief. And yet, literally, when all this stuff happens, when it's like there's a giant box. Who's going to be in the box?
Chris Jericho,
The Rock. It's like that's illogical. The Rock, if The Rock's coming back, he ain't coming back in a stupid box.
Yeah, who would be dumb enough to be in a box? Danhausen would be.
CM Punk's last match was one of the best WrestleMania matches of all time. You think the next thing he does is come out in Danhausen paint and just pretend like he's a totally different person on the next PLE?
It would be pretty funny.
Like this is what people like. I don't get what people like. Use logic.
This is what WWE is. This is what they've built their brand on.
That's what wrestling is. See, this is what people don't realize. Wrestling was from the circus. And then you had this is what you had. You had the main eventers. You had the big time names that were super serious wrestlers. And that's what you came to see. But then while you're at the show, you get to see all the hilarity and all the stupidness and all the funny gags. It's like going to the circus. You're going to see those, high flyer acts jumping through the air, being crazy, death-defying stuff. But then what do they distract you with? The clowns. That's Danhausen. He's just a clown. He's out there to make you laugh. He's out there to be entertaining, so that way you're not just going boom, 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 heart, like this is amazing, this is amazing, this. Oh, let's laugh over here. Let's bring it down a little bit. Let's laugh, and then we can go back up.
One more thing on the Danhausen thing. I did see somebody was there. While I was on this WWE video that they had posted, when I saw the other comment about, I've never seen so many people that are fans of the Miz. I thought everybody hated the Miz, but in this video, all of the Miz fans rose from the ashes and started defending the Miz, saying how this
is. You know what happens?
What?
This is what happens with people like Miz.
I like the Miz.
Is that people? Oh, I love the Miz. I think he's one of the greatest.
I think he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, by far. He gets no credit.
No.
For doing the stuff he did. But what happens to the Miz is that he goes out there and people hate his guts.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as they feel like he's being treated unfairly, they're like, whoa. We're allowed to say the Miz sucks, but you can't actually show us that he sucks. That's not fair.
Some guy even said, this guy main evented a WrestleMania, bro. What's he doing fighting Danhausen?
Yeah. It's like, you want to know why they put the Miz with Danhausen? Because the Miz is such a great performer that he gets Danhausen over so easy.
Mm-hmm.
What other guy are you putting in there? And Danhausen's going to his house, stealing his girl's bike, and the Miz sells it like it's legit happening.
That's my daughter's bike.
That's what he took my daughter's bike. No, there's no other guy on that
level.
His
daughter's bike down the street.
You can't. There's just nobody. He makes you believe everything that happens. I mean, he's gone into this ever since he's been cursed. He's gone in this huge crash.
Yeah, he stepped in gum. He got Maurice thrown in the wedding cake.
I mean, like he commits 100% to everything he does, and that's why he's one of the best wrestlers that has ever been in WWE.
Well, that's the thing.
Especially
you just emphasize
from where he started.
You just emphasize wrestler. The reason why people hate them is because they don't think he's very good at wrestling.
But that's not true. He's amazing. You want to know why? Because he can work with everybody.
Big guys, little guys, luchadors.
He could go out there and have the match last night with Danhausen, and then if you told me the Miz came out tonight on Raw, or tomorrow on Raw, came out and said, I'm done with this crap. I'm challenging Roman for the title.
Whoa.
You're telling me that that wouldn't be a good match?
No,
he would work with anyone right now, and he'd be believable in any situation you put him in. Do I really think he'd win that match? No. But if you tell me he goes 20 minutes with Roman and at least gives you an idea that maybe he gets a quick upset somewhere.
We know Roman loves a false finish.
That's what Miz can do. And you got to give the Miz his flowers. I'm so sick and tired of people hating on the Miz all the time.
Well, it was the opposite. People were loving on the Miz, saying that he shouldn't have been in this segment or this match.
That's because they're upset because they feel like they're not the ones that get to criticize him. They feel like the WWE's criticizing him by putting him with Danhausen. The Miz is pretty happy he's with Danhausen. This is the most TV time he's gotten since R-Truth and him teamed up again. So,
all right,
people are like, why would the Miz want to do this? He's on TV every week, doing stupid stuff. Why wouldn't you want to do that? It's hilarious.
I think we're getting Zack Ryder. I think if I could go on
on
a quick
Matt Cardona sucks.
I was about to say if I could go on a quick mini rant about this.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I'm a huge fan of the Indie God. I'm a huge fan of Matt Cardona on the Indies. I think what he did there was fantastic. I think he needed to go do that. He wasn't doing anything in WWE. He needed to do his own thing, and then getting rid of Zack Ryder, becoming his own man in Matt Cardona, and becoming the Indie God and the Deathmatch King and all that kind of stuff. I think that was perfect for him. But that doesn't work anymore in WWE. Especially when you're already an established, loved character like Zack Ryder. When you come back after all this time, he'd been gone for 10 years? People wanted him. People wanted him back as Zack Ryder. They didn't really care about Matt Cardona. Matt Cardona is cool, but WWE fans watch WWE. They don't watch anything else. They want Zack Ryder. And when he came back as Zack Ryder, he was over. When he came back as Matt Cardona, not as much. And him sticking around as Matt Cardona didn't really work out maybe the way that he wanted to, or maybe the way that the higher ups thought it would work. So I think that they're putting him in this situation with Danhausen to eventually give him back to Zack Ryder. Because if he just says one day like, "Oh, I'm Zack Ryder again," it would be super confusing. Like, why? Like, what happened to Matt Cardona? It's the same thing when he got rid of Zack Ryder and he just came out as Matt Cardona officially. It's like, you were already on TV as Zack Ryder earlier. So this is a way for them to get him back to Zack Ryder without it making with it making sense, because Danhausen shocks him, and it shocks him back to Factory Reset where he's Zack Ryder. So I think this is going to be good for him because he's not doing anything as Cardona. He's barely on TV, and when he's on TV, he loses. So, and he might still lose to Zack Ryder. I'm not saying he's going to be in the world title picture as Zack Ryder, but he's going to be more over. The crowd's going to love him. If he brings back the woo woo woo, you know it. Oh, radio. If he brings all that back, he's going to be over, and he's going to stay over because that's what the fans want. So I think that he should have never been Matt Cardona in WWE.
Well, obviously, since you seen what I've been talking about on this, I'm obviously going Latino Heat. Anyway,
yeah, I had him on mine. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard.
I was going to say Ray and Eddie were guaranteed on mine.
Yeah, he broke the mold in so many different areas, and especially in the national audience.
I'd say Rey Mysterio is probably one of the most. If you go up to the street to some random person, show them a picture of Rey, they'd probably know who it is.
Well, for sure, yeah, I agree with you on that. Definitely, Rey Mysterio, the mask and everything he brings to the table, being the underdog.
He made Lucha cool back in the mid 2000s and stuff.
Yeah, he really carried that brand on his back to get people interested in it. Mil Mascaras on mine. It's hard not to for me, just because of all the stuff he did, and he just brought the global name to the luchador style. And then I had Conan in mind.
Oh, okay. Something different on one.
So just simply for the impact of starting a second company. Now he wasn't the main guy, but he was the name of it.
All right. Well, we are differ on one. I had Ray, Eddie, and Mil Mascaras on mine. But my fourth one, I think I'd have to go El Grande Americano. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say,
I'm just kidding.
Come on. Man.
No, I'd probably go Mystico for my fourth.
I get that. I mean, he's right now probably the biggest star in terms of where he's going. And he's older, but I think he's definitely going in the. He could definitely be a main event.
Basically, every list that I saw that was discussing like best luchadors ever, Mystico was in the top 10 or top 5. So.
The downfall and destruction of TNA.
Oh, jeez.
TNA releases Tetra Blanchard. She wanted to be gone.
Yeah, and everybody was happy about it.
Then they announced they let go of Tommy.
It's so back to Tessa for a second. It's so funny that people always say, "Oh, why are you cheering? Why are you so happy that somebody lost their job?" But then when Tessa comes out, like, "Yeah, she got fired! Woo!"
Yeah, and I get it. I don't know. People are gonna hate her forever.
She said the no word.
Yeah, okay, she did, but she paid her dues, man. She went through that for like 5-6 years, paying her dues for that. Like, can we
people on the internet don't forget
a little bit? Yeah, and then people on the internet also say those words.
True.
So I don't know why they act like they could be the police. Like, just let her be now. Let her do her thing. But it sounds like she's going back to CMLL.
Okay.
That's where she makes more money anyway.
The company that'll take her.
Agreement to leave. Yeah, well, Mexico, they probably don't care as much down there, honestly. She can be a star down there and doesn't have to worry about these American idiots.
Don't want to be an American idiot.
Anyway, they announced later that they let Tommy go from creative. And then he had this big tear meltdown on Busted Open.
Oh, jeez.
So he was upset about that.
Tommy just needs to go sit in a chair. Just relax. You're done, Tommy.
Tommy's the worst part about Busted Open. And I like Tommy, and what he did with ECW and all that stuff.
He's done. That was 30 years ago. He's done.
But my God, he's humongous. and he just seems so out of touch with stuff. He's so bland on Busted Open. It puts me to sleep sometimes. Like, come on, man. You have no emotion whatsoever. I don't know why they keep him around there.
Because Bully's friends with him.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, and then now there's some reports coming out that he was inappropriate with some female stars. And TNA,
he always is.
The whole thing. That's a whole thing now. So
That's been a thing for
I hope
years.
it's not true. I hope it's not true. I mean, yeah, Tommy Ball. So that's a thing. But who knows? It's a legend. It's all a legend. So we'll see what happens with him. But and then the saddest part I thought was they call Sammy Callahan and he thinks he's getting promoted, and then they just fired him right there and let him go. So he's gone too. He was pretty ticked off about that. So. And then they announced that they're looking to sell. Anthem is.
And you wonder why I think this company's a joke.
And then they also announced that they're doing major cutbacks. So they got no money.
I was excited when they were having their revival and they changed it back to TNA instead of Impact. I was like, oh man, maybe they're actually going to be
more, and I was back out.
Maybe they're going to become a legit company again. I'm going to take them seriously. And then they do classic TNA.
Yeah. Yep, they screwed that up again. Yeah, and ever since they've gone on AMC, it's been trash. Even the first episode was trash.
And they are the ultimate. They're the king of the cuck. They are the king of the cuck chair.
It's just sad,
especially with WWE.
They had the agreement with WWE that went one way, pretty much.
Pretty much, it was never any other way.
I mean, you can say that they had their champions in the Rumble and at WrestleMania. That's about it. That was literally the only thing that WWE did for them. Other than that, it was nothing.
Triple H was the big brother. He patted the little brother on the head and said, "Yeah, go play. You're done."
Yeah. So it's sad because at one point in my wrestling fandom, TNA was my number one.
Oh yeah, you were a big TNA guy.
I wrote for a TNA fan website for a couple years, so it makes me sad to see where they're at now. So I hope it honestly just ends. It dies.
Well, WWE's going to buy them, and they're going to absorb them.
Yeah, I would hope they absorb them and not do it. I mean, maybe they try to do what they do with AAA, but and heck, maybe AEW buys them. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
But
yeah,
we'll see what happens. But I don't know. It just makes me sad. They're coming up next year on their 25th anniversary, and it just seems like that's going to be it's time to put it away. So, just doesn't seem like it's viable anymore with that brand. What was the point of this tournament? You explain that to me. I'm going to ask you that question. What was the point of this tournament?
Well, originally it was probably supposed to be you get the young guys over. You got Javon, you got Oba, you got that kind of stuff, getting them over, Dom. And then it's probably going to turn into either a Brock Oba storyline where Brock costs him, or it's going to turn into a Jay wins and then he goes and fights Cody.
Okay, so
it's a furthering of the bloodline story.
Here's the 50 million problems I have with this. First, why is Jey Uso in this match? Okay, first off, and I don't even care, honestly, but this tournament had everything written down on it to go Seth Rollins and to go a mix of maybe Io and Raquel at the beginning.
Yep, that's what we thought too.
That was your obvious story.
Because that made the most logical sense.
Exactly. Now, I don't care about getting swerved with like Seth losing. I like a good swerve. I don't want to know the results all the time.
Whose house?
I like it. I like it. What?
You said swerve. Whose house? Swerve's house.
God. Swerve. It's going to be Will Ospreay's house. But I don't know. I like a good swerve here and there, but it's starting to get crazy. Like, first off, Oba wins the first match. Makes total sense.
Yep.
That's fine. The second match, you have Dom win. Great swerve. Because you're thinking maybe Braun, and you're getting Braun Oba. That
would have been pretty crazy.
Fantasizing about that. Who was the other guy in that match that we thought was going to win?
Was that Trick? Was he in that?
Yeah, I think Trick. Because I was saying we should have Trick Oba. They had so many good matches in NXT. You get Trick Oba. There you go. And they go Dom. No problem with that. That's a good swerve. You're not thinking Dom's going to win that match. He ends up coming out on top. You're going to get Dom and Oba. Perfect. The other side of this bracket made legit no sense. First off, you have Seth Rollins twice in the lead up to that match say he was done with the division.
Yep.
Okay. They go to the match, and he gets speared out of his boots by Braun Breaker.
He's not done with the vision.
Which I also am going to say, I don't really have a problem with that because that was another good swerve. You swerved us into thinking the Vision and Seth Rollins thing was over, and now we're back. That's okay. I can take that. But then you have Seth lose, and you went with Javon Evans, which, again, I am totally 100% fine with that. I'm glad they're pushing a younger guy. I've been crying about that since we started this podcast. But then that final one made, it's almost like they just went off the rails. You had a four-way with Uso, Jay, Night LA.
Why are you saying?
Because I said Uso wrong. So I guess
okay.
I'm all wrong. Who else was in that match?
Saint Ricky.
No, he was in the Evans match because he got the.
Oh, was he? Oh, Keys Royce.
Yeah, Royce Keys and Finn. Oh, Finn. That's right.
Yeah, Finn.
So you're looking at this tournament at that point, and you're saying Oba versus a Dom, Javon Evans, and now you're looking at that final one. And if you didn't think Finn was going to win that match, you're stupid. Because everything pointed to Finn winning that match. He just got changed to brands.
Yep. The hype's around him. He's a
Finn
face now.
Down there. He's one of the only SmackDown guys in this freaking thing.
Nobody cares about SmackDown. They didn't win a single thing.
So you put Finn in there. He wins this four-way match. You have Jay and LA Knight take each other out, and they move on and have a match somewhere down the line. And you get Finn to move on against Javon Evans. He beats Javon Evans. You have Brock take out Oba. Dom takes out the sleazy win over Oba. And you get Dom Finn for King of the Ring.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds great, right? Instead, they go with one of the worst swerves I've ever seen.
Or Solo spikes keys.
And you put Jey Uso in with the win. And then he freaking pinned LA Knight. What?
He pinned LA Knight.
What are you doing? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, Keys got spiked and he didn't even get pinned.
That makes literally zero sense. So now you got Jey Uso going against Javon Evans. So now you're thinking, okay, if we're going to have the Brock Oba match at SummerSlam, Brock's going to have to cost Oba before he gets to Night Champions. Because what's the point of on the other side, you got Jey Uso face, and you got Javon Evans face.
Yep.
So if you're going to do a Brock run-in and Oba at Night of Champions against either of those guys, it makes no sense because they're both faces. Why would they want him to get a run?
Well, Jay would be the only one that would take advantage of that, I think.
No, but that makes no sense. He's supposed to be a face.
I don't know. Are the Usos and Roman faces right now?
Yes.
And Jacob?
Everything they're doing is face stuff.
I don't know. They've been a little bit more teetering towards heel recently.
But who's been going against them?
Heels.
Exactly. It doesn't matter.
Except for LA.
This is all Randy Orton 2011.
Oh.
He's still the Viper.
Going in the Wayback
Going
machine.
crazy. He's still the crazy psycho Viper that was knocking people's heads off. He just was doing it to the heels. So you cheer for him. Anyway, so you think it makes the most sense to do the Brock run-in on Oba when you're going up against Dom.
They're really leaning into the
take advantage.
They keep reminding us of Brock because Oba's cut a couple promos.
Every single time he wins a match, he cuts the Brock promo. So it's not even like they're just ignoring that to have the King of the Ring tournament and then do the Brock thing after.
Yeah, they keep reminding us about Brock.
They're reminding you every time. So then you think, okay, you're going to have the Brock run in with Dom in there because Dom will take advantage of that. He goes on to Night Champions for the King of the Ring.
Makes sense.
Against the face. Makes perfect sense. What do? Oba wins. No Brock, no nothing. I'm fine with that. I want Oba to win this thing, so I'm fine with it. And then you have a chance to do Oba Javon Evans, which is one of Oba's best matches in NXT. And instead you give Jey Uso the win.
I can feel the steam coming out of your head.
Like just I mean, it wasn't a squash, but it was just basically like, yeah, he beat you.
He's the
Straight
OG.
up, nothing
Javon's the young
happened.
OG.
He straight up beat him, and Javon loses, and now you get Jey Uso versus Obafemi. And like I said, are you gonna do a Brock run in there and cost him, and Jey takes advantage? Maybe. Are you really bringing Brock all the way to Saudi just for a run in? That's the other thing. It's not like it's just anywhere. It's in Saudi.
You make a lot of interesting and good points, but at the end of the day, you're forgetting something. And the tribal chief spoke. He
Jey
said,
Uso has naked pictures of Triple H in his phone.
Roman Reigns told Jey Uso to go win King of the Ring. So what's Jey Uso going to do? Win the King of the Ring.
First off, shut up. I hate that point too, because that logic didn't even make sense to begin with. Because they said at the start of this stupid thing that when you win the King of the Ring, you fight the champion of your brand.
Did they ever specifically say that?
Yes. They've done that the last 2 years. And they said it at the beginning of this thing.
Yeah, but Roman's
champion. What is the brand that Jey Uso's on? Raw.
Are any of us on a brand, really? We're just kind of all floating.
Raw?
We're just all kind of floating in the ether. Are we really on a brand?
These effing morons.
The rules change when Roman's involved.
So you're telling me that Jey Uso's going to win this thing, and then he's going to have to fight Roman?
No, he's going to fight Cody.
But that makes no sense because that's not logically what happened.
You did say earlier that Jacob's on Raw and SmackDown, so why can't Jey be on Raw and SmackDown?
Jacob's a SmackDown guy. He goes to Raw because he's in this bloodline thing. You don't see Cody Rhodes showing up to Raw every night, do you?
No, but he is easy to find and hard to beat, though.
Don't talk to me about Cody. And then Roman's not going over to SmackDown. He's sending Jacob over there.
No, he can't go to SmackDown. He's too good for that.
So, he used to be the champ of SmackDown. Just telling you that.
He's upgraded.
But I'm just telling you. It doesn't make any sense.
You know what I think they're going to do?
Sense. The only logical way it makes sense is if Oba wins. Brock doesn't do anything. And then somehow they do something where Oba's going to go after Roman and at SummerSlam. And then somehow he takes on Brock too.
He fights 2 matches at SummerSlam, and there's 2 nights.
Night one, Oba Brock.
What if they do night 1 Oba Roman? He wins the title, then fights Brock for the title, or defends the title night 2.
And you know why we can't do that? Because it will be Kofi's 2019 all over again.
He wouldn't get beat.
I don't trust them. They will do it where he'll beat Roman in a great match. He'll be the World Heavyweight Champion, and then the next time against Brock, he gets squashed in a minute.
They wouldn't do that.
And Brock's the World Champion.
Brock would look weird.
Don't say they wouldn't do that. Don't say it. You know they would do that.
You know what I'm thinking they're going to do? I'm thinking we get to Night of Champions. It's Oba, Jey. The match goes as normal, like we have a regular match. Oba wins, and then we get a classic Brock Lesnar stare down at the ring. And like he comes out onto the stage, like he's done at Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, all the times he interrupts Roman, Cena, he's gonna do that.
Okay.
And then they're gonna leave us on a cliffhanger, and then we're gonna go through this whole thing. We're gonna forget about Brock again. He's not gonna show up. We're gonna forget about Brock again. Oba's gonna go on this
crazy idea that makes me sick to my stomach.
He's gonna go onto this Roman thing. He's gonna fight Roman at SummerSlam, and then Brock's gonna show up at SummerSlam, cost Oba the title.
But are they really just going to do a run-in at SummerSlam in his hometown with Brock? It feels like he's got to have a match, right?
With Triple H, anything's possible.
But like, why would you waste Brock in his hometown just a run-in? If he's going to be there, why wouldn't he have a match?
I thought they would already have Brock show up, so I don't know what's going to happen now.
Okay, this is what I just thought of. I'm sick.
Okay.
Oba wins King of the Ring. Okay. Comes out on Raw the next night. He's got the crown. He's the ruler, the real ruler.
He's finally
now.
Ascended. Yep.
And we finally get Brock's return.
Okay.
Okay. And Heyman comes out with him, and he basically goes, "You're the king now. Blah blah blah. You know, you're going to go on to fight Roman at SummerSlam, unless you can't beat the Beast."
Oh.
And they do night 1, where it's Oba versus Brock Lesnar, and the winner fights Roman on night 2.
Interesting. So it's for the King of the Ring. So you fight Brock
I
challenges
mean,
for.
whatever. I mean, I don't think.
Why are all our fantasy bookings making Oba work 2 nights?
I'm just saying. Think about this. Brock beats Oba
Oh,
in his hometown. You get the final match between Brock and Roman in Minneapolis,
and Brock
and
wins.
Roman retires it.
Oh,
And Roman becomes the god.
I mean, I'm never gonna turn down a Roman ascension.
And Roman finally puts down the beast for good.
But I don't know if I don't know if I like Oba taking another loss to Brock.
What else are they gonna do?
I don't
The
know.
only other way it works is Oba beats him on night 1, and then he beats Roman on night 2. But
And
then
you have
SummerSlam is just the night of Oba.
Yeah, you just have Oba ascend to the top.
It's like you can't get you literally are gonna make him. What do you do with him after that? He just
can't
killed
lose.
2 gods.
He goes undefeated the rest of the year.
He'd have to hold that title for like 17 years.
He would definitely hold it till WrestleMania, that's for sure.
But knowing WWE on Raw that next night,
He'd lose.
Trick Williams or somebody would come out and be like, "Oh, I don't think you're that good, really," and then beat him, and it'd be over. No WWE. Some bullcrap.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, the most logical, or not the most logical, the most what I think Triple H is going to do is have Jay win.
But that doesn't make any sense in the story.
I just think that's what I think is going to happen. I mean, the reason they've had him get all the way here is for him to win, right? Like he would have lost the first round if they didn't want him to win.
That doesn't make any sense. That's what we don't understand is why he's here. Yeah, he's right here in front of us, and we don't know why.
Let's talk about Queen of the Ring because
It doesn't make any sense either.
That one, it makes a little bit more sense than King.
Okay, first off, it literally made no sense that Liv Morgan was in this tournament. They tried.
She had nothing to do.
Yeah, well, that's fine. She had nothing to do, but they tried to play it off like she wanted to win both titles.
I wonder.
First off, again, not how it works.
Well, she would have to. She'd have to fight.
But that's what I'm saying. That's not the point of the tournament.
I think you're getting a little too hung up on they fight the champion of their brand.
And no, it's not even about that. It's just it doesn't make sense. You can't tell me something on your show and then do the exact opposite. That's how you lose fans. Because that makes no sense, and then I lose all interest in it. Because now this tournament's turning into a joke again, like it was when it ended the last time. It is a joke.
I wonder if they thought Stephanie Vaquer was going to be back sooner than she is. Maybe she's hurt longer than they thought, and that's why
Doesn't matter.
Liv is doing the thing she's doing.
So we get Liv winning her match, and she beats who's she fighting her second match? Charlotte.
Charlotte, yeah.
Which that one didn't make any sense. First off, it was horrible for Jade. I feel so bad for her.
Oh, with the wig.
With the wig thing.
Yeah, that was bad.
Sucks. So that sucks.
She had to finish the match with one hand because she's holding the
That
wig.
match made no sense because why would you go that direction with Charlotte out of all the other people in that match?
I guess because Charlotte's been talking about how she wants to be another champ. She wants to be world champion again.
It was the same thing with Liv. Made no sense when you had people like Becky Lynch in that match that could have won and moved on. And then on the other side, you get Io, which that one makes complete sense. Going through Io and Oba are like the only two pieces that make any sense at all.
Well, at least they're moving on.
And then you get Io winning, and then who'd she fight?
Off
the top of my head,
I don't remember. I look up every week. I look up the King of the Ring. I can't remember. Let me look it up real quick.
On who she fought in the second round. Oh, Raquel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we get to this four-way, the two semifinal matches. First off, if you're going to have Liv win, why did Raquel not win? That makes no sense.
True. That was a little weird. Why would
you have Liv and Raquel? Now, if you're going to have Io and Charlotte, that makes a lot more sense. But why would you have Raquel win? Why wouldn't you have Raquel win and then you get the Judgment Day tension
And
at Night of Champions.
And you make Roxy have to pick sides.
Now what we're getting is some BS match between Liv Morgan and Io Sky, where if Io Sky wins,
she gets a challenge Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan. So why doesn't she just win the title and the King win?
Or she challenges Rhea.
No, because that doesn't make sense. She's on Raw.
You're starting to go into a new stratosphere.
Ah,
You're gonna wake up all the dogs in your area.
it doesn't make any sense. These tournaments are stupid. They did a horrible job this year. It's an embarrassment.
Wow.
I hate them.
Tell them how you really feel.
I am. If this was a busted open, I'd be cursing right now.
Oh man, I think Bully Ray likes it.
Giving the La Greca FUs to everybody.
I think Bully Ray tweeted something about how he likes the King of the Ring.
Well, good. Bully Ray, you go sit in your little bald throne and be happy then. He's got a little hair. I'm sorry. That was sweet.
I don't know does he have little hair anymore? I thought he got rid of it
A
all.
little bit. It's there. It's there.
Welcome to the first episode of the Brothers of Wrestling podcast with your hosts Logan and Hayden. Now on this first episode, it's actually the first part of a 3-episode saga where we try to take on the daunting task of deciding who the greatest world champion in WWE history is. Now, WWE recognizes a few different championships in their history: the WWE, the World Heavyweight, the new World Heavyweight, the Universal, and the ECW. Those are all the World Heavyweight Championships that they recognize. So we are going to make a March Madness style bracket, 64 total wrestlers. There's actually been 74 in their history, but we're going to try to whittle that down to 64, fill out the bracket, and then decide who the champion is from there. I'm really excited about this, and I know my tag team partner is as well.
Yeah. Like you said, we're going to whittle down those 10 losers who aren't good enough to make it onto our bracket, and then in this first episode. But yeah, I'm really excited to see how this goes, and I'm excited to see who we think is the greatest world champion in WWE history. And I think there's gonna be some hot takes. There's gonna be some definite madness, but I'm excited to see where it all leads, and I hope everyone enjoys this little ride we're gonna put them on. I'll start off the bat. I think there's 3 super obvious guys to not consider for this bracket.
Ezekiel Jackson.
You with me here? No, okay. I'll put him in there. Put Zeke in there. There's one, but I got 3 others that are right off the bat we just need to get rid of. We got Vinnie Mac.
Makes sense.
Mr. McMahon. He did hold the WWE and ECW championships, but I ain't going to actually consider him a real wrestler. If we're putting him in this, if we're trying to find the best wrestler in this madness, Vince McMahon in our tournament. Sorry, Vinny. Then you have to say Jinder Mahal.
Yes, that's obvious, yeah.
Come on, what are we doing here? I mean, I get it. I love a good Jinder.
He only won the title because they were pushing their promotion in India.
Let's be serious. That was not a real thing. And then I think my third guy that has to be in the outs. I mean, you got to put Chris Benoit out, right?
Yeah,
we're not putting him in.
I did have him on my rank. I had him at 50.
I get you for wrestling.
Yeah, but it makes sense to not have him.
But I mean, come on, we can't really put him in this thing. That would just be embarrassing. I'll throw out another name for you. What about your boy, the Yeet King, Jey Uso?
Now, I have a little bit of a controversial ranking for Jey.
I'm sure you do.
You're
eating all the time.
I have him 44.
Oh, 44?
44
Jey Uso.
On my ranking. Simply because I enjoyed his title reign.
You blow my mind. You're so recency biased.
I enjoyed his reign. I don't have him above anybody that's that disrespectful. I have him above JBL.
I have JBL 37th on my board.
JBL's 53rd on mine.
Oh my God, the disrespect for
He had,
the wrestling
I
god.
mean, his one reign made him who he is, but it's his one reign.
And he became a Hall of Famer just because of that. I don't see Jey Uso going in the
Nah,
Hall of
I
Fame.
mean, maybe. I don't know.
I know, I had him first one out, 65th.
Mm.
Okay, let's put him on there.
Yeah,
So
he's
we got
possible. He's
Sheik.
possible. I have
There's
one.
a
Let's
lot of
get this one out
variety.
of the way. I have one that you're not gonna like.
Well, yeah, I figured.
I have a top 15 wrestler that you're not gonna like.
I'm sure you're such a homer, so I'm sure it's gonna be someone crazy.
It's honestly not that crazy if you think about it. You're just not gonna like it.
Okay, who is this?
Gunther.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Gunther.
Top 15.
Gunther's top 15 all
Top
time
15?
already.
I bet you can't even guess where he is on my list.
I don't remember. I saw it, but I don't remember.
55.
See, that's just disrespectful.
He's 55.
Gunther is already
on my
top 15
list.
on this list.
Are you kidding?
Because
He hasn't done nothing.
Gunther has been a world champion in this company 5 out of the 6 years he's been in the company.
No, wait,
The span of his career has only been championships, world championships.
He has what's the world titles?
He's got the 2 title reigns, the world title reigns, and then obviously he has the Intercontinental title, but that doesn't count as a world title.
It's not a world title.
And then he has the NXT UK title.
Not a world title.
I know, but the 2 heavyweight titles, he deserves to be up there.
No way.
He's held it for 280 days.
It for a year.
Two reigns, 280 days.
He didn't even have the one for a year.
Gunther's on my top 15.
And Jey Uso beat him. And we kicked Jey out. So you're putting a top 15
I put him top 15.
wrestler, and like one of the guys we kicked out of this match. You got me so flustered I can't talk. This madness. We get kicked out Jey Uso because he sucks so bad in his reign, and that's the guy who Gunther lost to and then beat. You're telling me he's top 15?
I stand by it.
Okay. Oh my! I can't even breathe right now. Okay, tell me this: who are you picking? Gunther, Bob Backlund.
Gunther.
Oh my God! Oh my God! What is wrong with you? Gunther or Undertaker?
Undertaker.
Okay, thank you. Gunther or Yokozuna?
Gunther.
Oh my God! Diesel?
Gunther.
Are you telling me Gunther's better than Kurt Angle and Chris Jericho?
Not better than Kurt. Jericho's a...
Oh, stop it! Stop it! Don't even say that!
Kurt's better.
Do not destroy Chris Jericho like that. Lesnar?
No, Lesnar. I have Lesnar up there.
Batista.
I had Gunther higher than Batista.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Edge?
Yeah, he's higher than Edge. Yep. I had to keep.
Edge is your guy.
I had to keep my biases out of it.
What? CM Punk.
A little bit lower, but lower or higher. Gunther's higher.
Then CM Punk.
Yeah, close.
And I hate CM Punk. AJ.
Gunther's higher.
Oh.
I knew it was going to be controversial. I knew.
What is wrong with you?
I knew it was going to be controversial.
Oh. I hope people hear this and just destroy you. That is. I can't even think right now. Okay. Put Gunther in the baby section.
All right.
My God. What is wrong with you?
All right. So that has wrapped up our bracket to get to the final 4 from the Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect bracket. It is who you would think it is, the number 1 seed, the number 1 overall seed, John Cena. Out of the Living Legend bracket, it is surprisingly the number 2 seed, Bret Hart. Out of the Bloodline bracket, it is another surprising one, number 2 seed, Triple H, defeating Roman Reigns. And the final one, the final 4 seed in the final 4 is the Hulkamania bracket, Hulk Hogan himself. So now we have our 2 matchups, Cena and Bret Hart versus Triple H and Hulk Hogan. Which one do you want to start with?
I think I want to call this the Fatal 4.
Okay, whatever.
Wasn't that clever?
Yeah, I get it. Which one are you gonna start with?
Well, I think I'm going to start with the obvious one,
Okay.
and that's going to be Cena Hart. And I just don't think Brett is on
I've been
that
a Bret
level.
Hart advocate this entire tournament.
Because if we're being honest, if it was Stone Cold, I would have put him over Bret Hart too.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think you're right about that.
So I think
Cena has to go
obvious.
over. Yeah. Are we really gonna get the matchup I think we're gonna get?
Oh, we're getting it.
And then the second matchup, Triple H versus Hulk Hogan, 2 seed versus 1 seed. Who's moving to the finals?
You know who I'm picking.
Yeah, Hogan's moving on.
Wrong.
What?
Triple H.
You are not going to make an argument
over
for
Hulk Hogan.
You are not going to make an
here.
argument for Trip. Do not make.
Yes,
an argument
I am. Reign of Terror. He has just as long of a run as the top guys Hogan did, but he played it from the heel side. He Reign of Terrored it. He's got as many WrestleMania wins as Hogan does. He's got way more title wins. I want Triple H. I think Triple H should go in the finals.
It's Hulk Hogan. He is the
Hogan,
world championship.
Who Triple H beat to oh wait, he lost to Hogan. Anyway, he got cheated because of stupid Undertaker and Jericho.
Hulk Hogan is one of the reasons why this bracket exists.
No, Triple H.
Triple
H runs the company now.
We're not talking about who's the best executive.
He can make himself world champion right now.
His heart would explode.
He doesn't have to wrestle.
Yeah, that's a great world champion. It's
clearly
just like when,
Brock was champ.
It is so clearly Hogan. I can't believe you're even making the argument for Triple H.
It's not clearly. I want stats on this.
You don't need any stat. The only stat you need is Hulk Hogan is the champion. He's the champion. Other than Cena, he's the champion.
Why is he the champion? You give me some Hogan.
Hogan's the company. 80, what was it, 83 to 91, whatever it is?
83 to 90, calm down.
Hogan is the company. Now, some of those matches aren't great.
You're telling me from 99 to 2005, Triple H wasn't carrying the company?
I'd say that Triple H is carrying the company until John Cena gets there.
Okay, that's what I said, 99, 2005. As the heel. I'm not saying he's the babyface carrying the company. That was Stone Cold and The Rock. As a heel, Triple H carried that company from 99 to 2005 when he lost to Batista. That was the end of his dominance. And then he still went on to win WWE championships after that.
I can't. In my brain, I can't get there. I can't put Triple H over Hogan.
How can you not do it?
I can't believe you're making me be the Hogan defender. This is going to make me sound so bad.
You are bad. Triple H almost died, man. And you're
Hogan slept with Bubba Love Sponge wife.
Yeah. It was on video. Triple H is loyal.
I can't.
He doesn't drink.
Didn't he cheat on China?
Smoke. He was. Shut up. He was loyal after.
Yeah, after.
But he had to find his true love.
I have to go Hogan. It needs to be Hogan.
I just don't see why you're picking Hogan and you're telling me it can't be Triple H. Why can't the heel be bigger than the babyface?
Hogan was a heel, just in the wrong company.
No, he was a heel in WWE when he was on top, winning titles.
But Hogan's face run is bigger than Triple H's heel run. Nobody's buying tickets to watch Triple H. People are buying tickets to watch.
Heel.
Yeah, but people are buying tickets to watch Triple H get beat up.
Yeah, that's the point.
And that's not more important than people buying tickets to watch Hulk Hogan win.
I think it is. If you ask Roddy Piper, it was.
If you ask Roddy Piper, he'd say a lot of crazy stuff.
Because he is the one who helped make WrestleMania.
Because he is
not Hogan. Not Hogan. It was him.
It was Piper.
Yeah, if Piper wasn't there, WrestleMania would have worked.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
And Hogan has... Now, the match itself is not great, but Hogan has the biggest moment in wrestling history, which is slamming Andre.
Triple H beating Jericho is a big moment.
You're gonna put that in next. The immovable force and the what was it? The immovable object and the unstoppable force.
Don't tell me it was awesome if you don't even remember it.
I'm so flustered by you picking Triple H. I can't help it.
I just think Triple H had a better career.
Is this our second coin flip? Because I'm not budging on Hogan. Hogan needs to move on.
I'm just trying to say why. You're not giving me any good reason. I need
the reason is Hogan. That's the only reason you need.
That's not a good reason. I need stats. I need you. You're not convincing me.
My stat. Let me pull up the stat. WWE Championship.
Is convincing me.
6 reigns for Hulk Hogan. 2,185 days.
Okay.
Triple H, if I can find him. 9 reigns for 609 days.
And?
World title
That's
reigns. 5 for 611 days.
Oh, that beats Hogan.
No, so that's like what?
That's 12.
Is that 1,200?
Yeah.
So Hogan's got 2,000.
Oh. Never mind. Why does this always turn into a match show? I don't like match.
You literally said, where's the stats? It's Hogan.
I think you're wrong. I think it's Triple H.
We've got to come to a conclusion. We can't just be stopped here.
Well, why not? Okay, we'll put Hogan.
Thank you. This isn't your Yokozuna agenda. This is Hogan we're talking about.
I think Triple H had a better career. I'll die on that hill.
And now we get to, I got to just get myself back into the mode. The final matchup. The number 1 seed, Hulk Hogan, versus the number 1 overall seed, John Cena. Who is our winner of this bracket?
I say Cena gives a big old FU to Hogan. Out of the ring, out of the company.
Hogan doesn't take bumps like that. What are you talking about?
And says, you can't see me. Hustle, loyalty, respect.
You better
17 times.
You better have chosen Cena over Triple H too. If you would have picked Triple H the greatest champion
Triple H.
If you would have picked Triple H the greatest champion in this company's history, I would have thrown you out of the room. You're not even in the same room as me.
Papa H.
You're not even in the same room as me. I would have thrown you out of the room.
I'm just saying, Papa H is the best.
Cena.
I think this was rigged.
Cena is more important than Hogan now, and for longer. So I'm going to go Cena.
Longevity-wise, title reign-wise.
He's got 17.
Match-wise.
He's literally, they call him the GOAT for a reason.
He calls himself the GOAT now.
Well, he's a heel now, yeah, obviously.
You know who the real GOAT is? Triple H. Yep, I gotta go Cena.
It's John Cena. Yep.
John
Cena.
Stop reading my mind, you freak.
Were you gonna say that?
Yeah, I just did say it.
Oh, did you? Speaking of Santino, he just knocked the iguana out of Mr. Iguana's hand.
I know. People cried.
Yeah, it was pretty tragic.
I think it died.
It might have.
Darn cobra.
So John Cena, the overall number 1 seed coming into the bracket, he goes through the gauntlet, and he is the winner.
Clapping.
He is the greatest world champion in WWE history. He survives it. He had to go through a pretty tough matchup. Stone Cold, Bret Hart, Hulk Hogan. I mean, those are some big names of the industry.
Triple H.
He never had to go up against Triple H. And thank God, because he would have won that as well.
He was, Triple H was betrayed in this.
I didn't think you'd die on the Triple H hill. That's for sure.
Well,
I like you're making me sound like I'm a big Triple H hater. I love Triple H.
You hate him.
You're making me sound like Jim Ross.
You hate him. He's pure evil.
I love Triple H. I loved his reigns. I love Triple H as the main guy, but You can't you made a good argument, but you can't put him over Hogan.
Mm. I like Pop H better, I think.
It is the ending of the super card of Wrestling Bracket Madness. We just want to start off by saying thank you to everybody that's listened to all the other parts, building to this point. And now we've gotten down to the final four. There will be a champion crowned in today's episode. It's going to be very difficult to decide the champion between these
Mm-hmm.
four supercards. I mean, there's a reason they got through their regions in the first place, but they were battle tested to get to their each region. I mean, these regions were pretty stacked and pretty loaded. So let's get it out. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it, Aid.
Okay, yes, it's been a crazy journey. Some huge upsets. Some supercars that I didn't think would even touch anywhere near the Final Four are here. So let's get down to it. We have two huge matchups. We've got the winner of the WrestleMania region, the number one seed, WrestleMania 17,
And
is
probably,
going to take
so
on.
I just
Oh,
want to say,
sorry.
probably the number one overall seed, WrestleMania 17. I'd say out of the whole
Yeah,
bracket,
probably.
I'd probably say the number one overall.
Yeah, it's definitely got the most cachet to
And
its
then
name,
Wrestle
for
Kingdom will
sure.
probably be the next one. But
Yeah. They are going to take on the winner of the Big Three region, WWE Big Three region. The sixth
yeah,
seed,
upset, baby.
shockingly, got through the 2000 SummerSlam
We got a
card.
Cinderella on our hands.
Then we will have the winner of the Old School region, the 5 seed, 1997, Barely Legal, taking on the winner of the 21st Century region, the 1 seed, Wrestle Kingdom 10 from 2016.
Oof.
So, which one do you want to start with?
I want to start with Barely Legal and Kingdom, Wrestle Kingdom.
Okay. Kingdom, it's over.
Nice run for the spunky upstarts.
They're not going to do that to Barely Legal, but so Barely Legal, you had some of the big matches on that card was Taz Sabu. That was
You
a
were
huge
really
match.
pulling that all the way through the bracket. You were pulling that card or that match on the card.
Yeah, and this is also ECW's first ever pay per view. They also had the main event, which was Stevie Richards. Hold on, I gotta make sure I remember this right.
Well, Sandman won a match to get in there.
Yeah, well, it was a triple threat. Let me see here. Let me make sure I get the details right.
I'm pretty sure it's Raven, Stevie, and Sandman.
It is. Yeah, no, it was a three-way dance for the number one contender. It was Richards, Funk, and Sandman.
Oh, Funk. That's right.
And then Funk is the one who wins, and he ends up beating Raven for the ECW World
Okay. So I was combining everything.
Yes. You also had RVD and Lance Storm in a match. They were big-time rivals at that time. Dudley Boys versus the Eliminators was a good match. So you've got that going up against Wrestle Kingdom 10, 2016, which is where you have Tanahashi taking on Okada. You've got AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. You have Shibata versus Ishii. Omega versus Kushida. The four-way junior tag team title match. Young Bucks, Red Dragon. Set down Ricochet, Roppongi Vice. So
I
it's
know.
a pretty heavy hitters.
I know you kind of joked about it at the beginning where you said Wrestle Kingdom's going on. It might actually be that simple. I mean, ECW Barely Legal is a good card, and it earned its right to be here by beating all the other big three or all the other old non WWE cards or whatever it was called.
It was old school.
Old school, yes. So it earned its right to be there, and it had some tough competition, but this is where the big dogs play. This is some rarefied air with this Wrestle Kingdom card. And I don't know if those hardcore hooligans extremely crappy wrestling can get through.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, that 97 Barely Legal pretty much captures the entire idea of ECW with that pay-per-view. It's a great pay-per-view for them. It really helped put them into the mainstream not just a territory company, which is what they were.
Do you have
right
it
at
on
the beginning.
VHS?
I do. I have it on DVD actually.
Oh, you don't have it on VHS. I didn't know if you got it like
No,
on eBay or something.
no, I have it on DVD. It is a great, card to watch, top to bottom. It's great, but Wrestle Kingdom is just a whole nother level.
Yeah, my vote's for
And
Wrestle Kingdom.
I think yes, Wrestle Kingdom 10 is going to move on to the finals.
Great fight from Barry Legal. Got to give it up for him. Great fight. But
So now we've got
Wrestle Kingdom is like a North Carolina Duke Kansas type.
mhm. Yeah, it's hard to go up against those two main events. Those main events are stacked. So next up we have uh, the winner of the WrestleMania region, WrestleMania 17, going up against the winner of the WWE Big Three region, the upset 6 seed 2000 SummerSlam.
All right, now this one is a weird one because WrestleMania was kind of, we both agreed unanimously that it was deserving of being in the Final Four. But I was pulling pretty hard. I was stumping pretty hard for SummerSlam. I got it all the way until that
Mm-hmm.
coin flip, and then thankfully the odds were in my favor, and it moved on. So
Cheater.
I mean, does the underdog have it? Do we have
No,
a 6 seed going to the finals?
no,
Oh.
no. Yeah, your 2000 SummerSlam does have good matches. You've got the triple threat WWE Championship match: Rock, Triple H, Angle, Undertaker versus Kane, and then no contest. You had the first ever TLC. Steve Blackman, Shane McMahon, where he falls off the thing. Benoit versus Jericho, 2 out of 3 falls. X-Pac Road Dogg, Eddie Guerrero in China versus Val Venis and Trish Stratus. So yes, it's a pretty quality card. I'll give you that. It definitely was underrated, and it showed why it moved up into and won the WWE Big Three region. But WrestleMania 17 is on a whole nother level, man. It's first off, it's a WrestleMania, so that's outweighs SummerSlam
Mhm.
easily. You get the middle match between Rock and Austin, which is one that has one of the best lead-ins to a match at
Oh,
WrestleMania
that's
ever.
the video package.
Mm-hmm. You get Undertaker Triple H. You get TLC 2, which is bigger and better, I think, than
How
TLC
funny
1.
is it that we ended up with both TLCs?
Uh-huh. I mean, you can tell what we like to watch because it shows that TLC was one of the main factors that put both these uh, through to the finals. But you also get matches like the
Well, Vince
uh,
does something on this card,
triple
doesn't he?
threat, triple threat hardcore match. I couldn't think of the word hardcore for some reason. Yeah, you get Vince. He does the match with
Yeah,
Shane.
right. I knew he did something.
Mm-hmm. You get Angle Benoit. You get, like I said, you get that. You get the Jericho versus William Regal match that opens the show. You get Taz and APA versus Right to Censor. That's a good match. Eddie Rare Test. So this WrestleMania is just a. You get the gimmick battle royal. I mean, come
We
on
might have to
now.
go back and watch that for a what the F episode because that gimmick battle
It
royal
was
is
what the
insane.
f. The only good part about that gimmick battle royal is you get to hear Mean Gene and Heenan on
Yeah.
commentary, and that's like one of the last times they do that. So, but yeah, I mean, it's head and
I
shoulders
I hate to agree with you.
better.
I It is a WrestleMania at the end of the day.
I mean, WrestleMania is just at a whole nother level.
I'd love for
But
my spunky underdog to get through, but
wrong.
I just
Spunky Dog's out.
I just don't think it can do it. It had a lot of
All
juice, but
right.
it didn't have enough.
Not enough.
This is like
Not enough luck.
this finals is like King Kong versus Godzilla right now.
hmm So now our finals is WrestleMania 17 from 2001 versus Wrestle Kingdom 10 from 2016.
And honestly, this is probably how it always should have ended with these two.
Yeah, I mean these two are just on another tier compared to all
I
the
feel
rest
like
of
if
the
we didn't end
cards.
up with this matchup as our final, people would laugh at us or something or criticize us.
I mean these two are just on a whole nother level than everything else we've talked about throughout this entire
Yeah.
process.
If you're a betting man, this is your final that you should have bet on.
Mm-hmm. So,
Well,
I
yeah, I was
mean,
gonna say, where do you want to start?
you're talking about Rock and Austin, and that you're putting that pretty much up against Tanahashi and Okada. Your second biggest match on here is probably Undertaker Triple H,
Not TLC?
which I think. Well, I'm talking in terms of like
Oh,
one-on-one
okay,
main
okay.
event matches. Undertaker Triple H, which I wouldn't put ahead of Nakamura and
No,
AJ.
certainly not.
It's a good match, but it's not that. I think where WrestleMania has the advantage is that you do get TLC at
Yeah,
this.
you get a lot of variety. You get the hardcore, you get the
You get
TLC,
the hardcore
something for
match.
everybody. The Wrestle Kingdom's for the nerds, for the wrestling nerds that love.
Well, you're getting great quality matches over and over again,
Yeah,
but you're not getting TLC.
no, you're
You're
not
not
getting that
getting,
style.
and even the Shane Vince match is entertaining. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
like
got some moments for sure.
it's not the greatest tag team
Doesn't
match. But
doesn't
you also
Shane
on this card,
doesn't he put the trash
what?
can on Vince and then do the coast to coast on him?
Yeah, that's why he does
Yeah,
the coast to
yeah.
coast. You do get uh, Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit,
Which can go
and
up there
that's like
with one of the
a
New
mid
Japan.
card
Yeah.
match. And I mean, it's high quality. There's nothing wrong with that match. So, but there's a lot of duds at the beginning of that card. I mean, they're not duds, but they're not
They
higher.
don't stand on the same level as the New Japan card.
Yeah,
Like the Jericho Regal match.
the
That's fine.
WrestleMania, the Wrestle Kingdom match is just you get the 4-way junior tent that opens the show. You get
Yeah, I'd take
Lethal
that over
Elgin, which is
Jericho Regal.
okay. You get Kushida and Omega for the junior title. But it really is held up mostly with the Nakamura, AJ, Okada,
Yeah, yeah.
Tanahashi.
So
But
where are you leaning?
I'm leaning, and if I lived in Japan, I'd probably lean the other way. But if we're talking about megastars
It's hard to beat
and
Rock Austin.
carrying a supercard, the Rock Austin is over Tanahashi and Okada.
Yeah, I mean Tanahashi and Okada are probably Rock Austin in Japan. Yeah, I know where you're coming from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're just on a whole nother level. I think Austin and Rock are at this point
Although
in
I
their
have seen a lot of
careers.
Austin 316 shirts in Japan, so
But what I think mostly puts it over the top for me is TLC2,
that is a
which I
fantastic.
think
That's got
is
the moment. That's got Edge, Spear, and Hardy, right?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got Ed Hardy. It's got the addition of the three other guys, the sidekick
Oh
characters, as you
right.
call them,
Right.
that help add to that match and make it crazier. And I think that was the one that kind of is what peaked TLC
Definitely, definitely. The first
because
one's great.
you get the triangle ladder match that kind of birthed TLC. Then you get the first TLC. This is where it kind of like crescendo.
Definitely.
This is
This
like
is the peak of it
as
all.
high. This is as high as it's gonna go, and then the
Everything
rest are
else
gonna
is
just kind of
yeah.
be like
How do we live up to
poor
that? Yeah.
attempts to copy it,
Yeah.
and they never
But
did.
this no, they never did. But there's been some
This
good
one
TLC
is
matches, but
the top TLC
yeah,
match
this
by
is
far.
as good as you can have a TLC match in the business. This is it.
And so I think that for me is what puts it over the top and makes it the number one.
Okay. Okay. So
So
either
that
I
would be my
agree with
guess.
you and we have a champion, or we go to a coin toss. I I mean, you said a lot of pretty good stuff about WrestleMania. I mean, I agree with you on basically all of it.
Mm-hmm.
And adding
I
that
usually do.
hardcore triple threat is also in there pretty good. I do like that match. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see Wrestle Kingdom go down like this, but I think they might have to fall. Just simply on the factor of Rock and Austin are just megastars on top of megastars, the
Mm-hmm.
biggest megastars the company's ever seen, other than maybe 80s Hogan. So I
Mm-hmm.
think I'm going to have to go WrestleMania 2. WrestleMania 17 also.
WrestleMania 2? Hogan Bundy?
No, not please
Nice
no.
try.
Please not Hogan Bundy.
Trying to slip that in there. I see. Okay. Well, I think we have a winner
We
then.
have our champion.
Should we
Wow.
play the shining moment? One shining moment.
Cut the nets down. It's finished.
So our 2026 Supercards of Wrestling Bracket Madness winner is the one seed from the WrestleMania region, WrestleMania 17.
Man,
The greatest supercard that has ever existed.
congratulations to it. And honestly, I know we built up a little bit of drama, but that's probably the right choice the whole way through.
Yep. I agree. I don't think anything. I mean, you had to mostly think that WrestleMania was going to, whatever came out of the WrestleMania region, was going to end up winning.
Mm-hmm.
It's just hard to, the aura of
Yeah,
WrestleMania.
and this is back when they cared about WrestleMania.
To beat. When they actually had quality throughout the whole show.
If you want to think about who's going to take the pin, if we're going to go in on the men or the heels winning the match, who's going to take the pin for the faces?
Like I said, I think probably Roman.
Yeah, I was thinking that too because I think
it's too easy for the Usos.
Yeah, and it's not going to be either one of them. I think it could lead to an interesting thing where, like you were saying with the miscommunication, I think it could be something where maybe it's Punk and Roman. Cody and the Usos have been taken out somewhere across the two rings, and it's like Punk and Roman versus Brock and Braun or something like that. And Punk maybe has a chance to break the pin, but he chooses not to. Or some, that's a little too because why wouldn't he? He wanted to win the match, so why wouldn't he? Maybe he gets taken and he doesn't have a chance, but he's like close to it or something.
No, if I had to guess, if anything, it's going to be some kind of miscommunication. Is usually their favorite play.
Do you think
where Punk's going for something or the spear, takes somebody out on accident, and then Punk retaliates with a GTS?
I could see, yeah, I could see that.
And then gets taken out by Brock.
Do you think Bronson jumps off the top of the cage like he did last year?
No, I think he learned his lesson.
Maybe he wants to try it again, prove he can do it, and not get hurt.
I think he's gonna just go with I'm not gonna
because he missed Rumble.
Everything.
He missed Rumble and Mania with the shattered ankle.
Yeah, it did not go well for him. So,
but I definitely think the heels are gonna win, and I think there's probably gonna be some seeds of a possible Brock versus Braun match, unless they want to hold off on that. But who knows how long Brock's got left?
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. If he's doing this run as a kind of a final run, or if he can stick around forever. I mean, it doesn't look like any different than he did 10 years ago.
True.
Besides bigger beard.
He looks even a little like stronger. He's leaner than he used to be.
So I'm not sure when he'll be done. So
SummerSlam is in Minneapolis this year.
Yeah, I can see that being the end, but the real question is this kind of is where they start sowing some seeds for WrestleMania. So
Oh yeah, they did it last year. I mean, you had the favor with Punk last year, which ended up coming back at Mania. So I definitely
kind of see where that's going to go.
Yeah, I definitely think Roman and Punk are going to have, because that's my Mania match as of right now is Roman versus Punk. So I definitely think that there's going to be something there. Braun and Brock, I think something could be there. I don't know. I don't see anybody in this match that could challenge Cody right now. I think the Rumble winner is going to be Roman, because we talked about that before. So I think he's going to choose Punk. So Cody's going to have the Elimination Chamber winner, and I don't. Maybe they push. Do you think they give Bronson Reed a WWE Championship match at Mania?
No, I don't think
it'd have to be somebody, because I'm tired of McIntyre. He just loses all the time, so I can't.
I know they've ruined McIntyre's main event push because he loses every single time he gets a chance at it.
I think the time to give him the title was at Saturday Night's Main Event. I think they should have pulled the trigger on that, but they didn't. So. I mean, it could be something we're not thinking of. It could be like Jacob Fatu, who got hurt with he had the mouth injury or whatever. So he could come in, win the chamber, and then challenge Cody. That could be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that. I think the Rumble winner is going to be Seth, like I told you.
Yeah, I know. We talked about that too. Yeah.
I think it's going to be Seth, who comes back, wins the Rumble, and goes after Punk. And then you've got. And I can even see them setting up a Braun Breaker versus Cody.
Interesting. Okay. could see a world where Seth comes back, but the only problem is we don't know. We don't know when he's going to be healthy. He could be healthy right now, and they're just waiting to pull the trigger on him coming back, or maybe he's still out. I don't. It's hard to tell because he's got such fragile bones at this point in his career.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to tell when he's going to come back. But I do like the idea because you were telling me about your planned booking scenario where you wanted Rollins to come back, win the Rumble, challenge Punk because I mean Rollins has said Punk is never going to be champion as long as he's got breath
Mm-hmm.
in his lungs. So I
Mm-hmm.
could,
That's where I think they should go.
yeah, I could see that. The only thing that holds that back is when's Rollins going to be healthy.
I think he'll be back in time
I do
for
too. I
Rumble.
think he'll be back too for the Rumble, but it's just you never know. And it's good to know that this was actually a legit injury and it wasn't him pulling a hoax.
Yeah. Yeah, when he had to vacate the title, you kind of knew
Yeah, yeah.
that was real this time.
Yep.
Because he ain't doing that just for fun.
No, unless it's all part of an elaborate scheme.
True. But then Punk won it, so I don't think that's what he would have wanted.
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't
But
have wanted it.
I don't know. I just think it's going to end up being Seth and Punk. So you got that taken out of the way.
Hmm.
So you got your big. See, it used to be your tent poles were like you had your Lesnar match, you had your Undertaker match, you had your title matches.
Yeah, and Money in the Bank.
Now it's kind of like you got your two title matches, and now you still got Lesnar, but then you kind of need someone to go with Roman if you're
Hmm.
not going to put him in a title match because he's pretty much a tentpole guy now,
Oh yeah,
where
yeah.
where
What's the
he's
Roman
going to
match?
be
Yeah.
in a big match no matter what. You have Team Obasexuals, which is your team. Swerve Strickland, Braun Breaker, Kyle Fletcher, Mercedes Moné, Oba Femi, Willow Nightingale, Dominic Mysterio, Gunther, Sami Zayn, Rhea Ripley.
I like it.
Your flex spots are Ilya Dragunov, Hangman Page, Liv Morgan, Io Sky. My team is Burn the Walls Down, Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, John Moxley, Will Ospreay, MJF, Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins, Stephanie McCarr, Trick Williams, Chris Jericho. My flex spots are Cody Rhodes, Jade Cargill, Ethan Page, Carmelo Hayes.
That's a good team.
Now, before we get out of here, those 10 guys are locked
Yep.
in for January, unless you want to move Dominic out and move one of your guys in for January. Now, I will point out that he is Intercontinental Champion.
He is. Yep. So if I move
So
him out,
you
then I lose
get
those
5
points.
points. If you move him out for January, you lose the 5 points. You'll get him back if you put him back in
Yes. Yeah.
February, but
I don't
you
think.
won't get him like you wouldn't get like you do, if you keep doing that, you're not getting more
Yeah,
5
I'm
points.
swapping 5 points out.
But you won't start out with the 5 points.
I'm gonna keep him in because I'd rather just bank the 5 points than I don't think anybody on my flex is gonna win the Rumble. So
Yep, that's a good point. I
unless
think
Liv, but I don't think Liv would is gonna win it.
so. For the month of January, your team in total has a total of 86
Okay.
points. So now you're at 86 points. Now your problem here was your reserves. Your reserves, Hangman Page he is the trios champion. He got a win on the Maximum Carnage episode of Dynamite, 2 TV match wins, and won another match on the other Maximum Carnage episode. So he got you a total of 13 points. Io Sky is the women's tag team champ. She had the same exact thing as Rhea, obviously, because they're a tag team. She got the 1 point for the tag titles, 5 points for winning on the Stranger Things Raw, 5 points for winning the Saturday Night's main event, and another TV win. So she got you 12 points, just
But
like
you
Rhea.
noticeably skipped over Liv Morgan.
And then we have the biggest blunder in the history of biggest blunders. Liv Morgan sitting on your bench has the Royal Rumble win, which would have got you 20 points, and she won at Stranger Things Raw. I think that was the one she won at, which gave her another 5 points. She would have gave you 25 points. So you left 50 points on your bench.
It happens sometimes.
So that's where you stand. So right now you stand at a total of 86 points.
Okay. We move to our
Lord,
final three. 3 more awards left. The 3 most important, arguably. We have up first, Tag Team of the Year. Our nominees are FTR, the Hardy Boys, and Brodito, with honorable mentions being the Young Bucks, Hurt Syndicate, and whoever you had. You got to be ready for this.
Bliss and Flair.
Yes, Alexa, that's right. I knew you had one. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair.
Because unlike you, I like women.
I just
And they deserve a spot.
I just went with Rhea, Bianca, and Io.
You just keep pushing them to the kitchen.
Pushed them to the kitchen.
I don't know what your problem is.
This is tricky. I think FTR needs to win because they had a really good year. But the Hardys were champs most of 2025, whether it was TNA champs.
I mean, the Hardys did a lot of good stuff this year.
Now, there is an argument that they're past their prime and they can't really wrestle anymore.
Don't care. It's the Hardys.
And Brodito had a good start of 2025. They had some really good matches at the beginning as tag champs.
Well, and the Hardys also were TNA champs, won the NXT champs.
At the same time, yeah.
Did they lose them already again?
I think they lost them like the next week or something like that.
I personally would go Hardys.
You're going to go Hardys? Oof.
They had that great match with... Oh, okay. Great's a strong word. A good nostalgia match with the Dudleys. I like that match.
Did the Hardys do enough to win Tag Team of the Year?
Yes.
I don't know. FTR, how could we not give it to them, though?
Yeah, but they didn't really do a ton this year. It's not like they were, like, dominating everything.
They had some good matches, though.
Well, okay. Everybody had some good matches.
Were
they even tag champs this year? I'm trying to remember.
Do we give... I think they were tag champs at one point? Do we give it to the Hardys?
They won this year.
Do we give it to the Hardys in 2025? You know what? Since you conceded on the Cena AJ, I'll concede on the tag teams. Hardys, congratulations. It's the year 2025, but you are the tag team of the year. Woo! Congratulations, Matt and Jeff. It's 1998.
This is probably their greatest award they've ever gotten.
Probably. I mean, I think it would be. And now we move to the female wrestler of the year. Our nominees are Mercedes Moné, the belt collector, Naomi, and Io Sky. With honorable mentions being Rhea Ripley, Toni Storm, and Jade Cargill.
I think first off, we have to say that I would probably have voted for Naomi.
Okay.
If she wouldn't have got pregnant.
Darn Big Jim.
Yeah, Big Jim needs to keep his Big Jim to himself. But I would probably have went Naomi.
Yeah, she was on a roll. That character she had was peak.
Yeah, she was doing good stuff, but with all that happening and her leaving,
unfortunately, that does have to knock her. Yeah,
I feel like we got to go Mercedes. I mean, she's been dominating.
She has been dominating, but you did bring up a point off before we started this that Io was basically the main event the entire year. All the storylines revolved around her. So.
Yeah, and I would definitely make her the female WWE. It's just, would I put her over Mercedes? And I don't know if I would.
Okay.
Mercedes been doing a lot of stuff.
Mercedes been on a roll in 2025.
And it's not just AEW. I mean, she's not, and I'm not saying these are big time belts that she's getting, but
I mean, they're the world championship of whatever promotion she's going to.
I mean, how many belts she got now?
She's got enough to do that whole entrance with like all the guys that she gave the belt. Everyone had a belt there, so.
So.
Okay.
I think that gimmick is why I would go her way.
All right, I will agree with you. Mercedes Moné is the 2025 Female Wrestler of the Year. Woo!
Good job.
All right, and now we move on to the final award of the night. Maybe the most debated award, maybe the most controversial award, the Male Wrestler of the Year. Our nominees are Hangman, Adam Page.
Mm-hmm.
The Never Seen, 17, John Cena. And the American Walks Really Weird Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, walks like an old man.
With honorable mentions being Jon Moxley and the Ring General Gunther.
And MJF.
And MJF, yes. He came on strong at the end.
Mm-hmm. I'd also throw Samoa Joe in there as an option.
Yeah, Joe had a good run at the end there with the winning the title.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good run.
Yep. Can't be mad about Joe. So, love Joe.
But between these three, who had the best 2025? Cody was champ the beginning of the year, lost it to Cena, won it back halfway through, and then was the champ the rest of the year.
My problem with Cody there is he just annoys me.
You got to take the bias out of it.
What are you talking about?
You got to look at
This
the
whole thing's
facts.
bias. This whole thing's just bias.
Hangman had a
what
good
you're
run
talking about.
in 2025.
Hangman had a good run, but he also lost the title after he won it.
He did. He did lose the title
Lost it
to MJF.
Joe. No, to Joe.
To Joe, who lost to MJF.
Yes, there you go. So it's not like he kept going with the title right after he won it.
That is true.
That was a big moment that he won it, but then he didn't really keep that going all year.
That could knock him.
I think, you know who I am.
Oh,
so
no.
you know where I'm going.
Oh, no. A
But-
4-time winner?
He's setting the records early.
Oh, man. Did we
I think
go
we got to
Cena?
go Cena here.
Did he do enough in 2025 to earn this most prestigious award?
He won in the Elimination Chamber. He main evented in WrestleMania and won. Yeah, it was a crappy heel turn, but had a match against Orton. Had matches with R-Truth, Logan Paul, AJ. Just fought Gunther. Had the rivalry with Punk. This guy, he wrestled on every single pay-per-view for WWE this year. The only guy that did that. And became a Grand Slam champion. Fought Dom. And had a whole pay-per-view just dedicated to him. If that doesn't scream Wrestler of the Year, I don't know what
You
else
make
does.
a good case. You make a good case.
Because it's the facts. See what I did there? Turned that back on you.
How about I see your John Cena and I trade you Gunther?
Don't you get Gunther
I'm
out
just
here.
kidding.
He might be 2026.
What about the Yeet Man
If he
himself,
keeps
Jey
going on
Uso?
the- Jey Uso shouldn't have even been mentioned.
I just had to get a Yeet in there.
He's winning tag titles again.
Congratulations.
No, don't.
Big Jim.
congratulate him. You think he's happy? He's back in tag?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I think we have to go with the GOAT, John
You
Cena.
got to.
Congratulations. You are the 2025 Male Wrestler of the Year and the first ever 4-time winner of Brothers of Wrestling Awards. Will that ever be beaten?
Find out next year.
I guess we'll have to see in 2026. Maybe Gunther takes all these awards. Maybe he wins every single one. Even announcer. Even
The only
female
way that's
wrestler.
happened- The only way that's happening is if you get a different brother on the show.
Maybe Gunther wins Female Wrestler of the Year. He's just so good.
He would do that.
He might even win Pay-Per-View of the Year.
Don't disgrace this thing.
He's the Ring General.
He's annoying.
And he retires people.
I don't like his laugh either.
He retired Goldberg.
Creepy. It's creepy. The unanimous selection, the first member of the female division in the Hall of Fame,
I think people are going to know who it is.
is Trish Stratus.
Yeah, pretty obvious.
So, 7-time women's champion, 1-time hardcore champion. She's in the WWE Hall of Fame, and was the '03 Diva of the Decade for the
And
WWE.
she's really the archetype, the blueprint for all modern divas or all modern women.
Yes, she kind of broke the mold that you didn't just have to be beautiful, you also could have talent. Like they were and to be fair to her, they hired her just to be like the model manager.
Yeah,
type.
I mean, she was barking like a dog for Vince.
And she broke that mold, trained her butt off, and became an amazing wrestler. And in my eyes, obviously the women now are just at another level, but she didn't get the chance. And Trish Stratus
she was in the wrong era
of what the women get now in terms of training and exposure. Trish Stratus would be the best women's wrestler.
Oh yeah,
ever,
she'd be up there. She'd have the popularity of a Rhea or
if she
or
would
the
get the
accolades
time,
of a Charlotte.
the training. She's having to do bikini photo shoots. She's having to do all
Pillow
this kind of
fights
crap. Super Bowl commercials in her in a towel, and she's still trying to train how to be a wrestler. And she ended up doing what she did. It was amazing. She was a 4-time Woman of the Year wow, I can't talk. For Pro Wrestling Illustrated. And she was also a Woman of the Decade for Pro Wrestling
As she
Illustrated.
should be.
So, by far, I would say the first female wrestler that became a mainstream attraction.
Yeah, I mean, she main evented a Monday Night Raw.
Yes. There's been other women before her that were kind of big names, but she was the first mainstream attraction, I believe.
Yeah, that's probably right. I mean, people were buying tickets to actively see Trish, and not just because she was hot.
Yes. So Trish Stratus was our unanimous selection in. Next up, we have a little bit of a controversial selection. Now, I'm going to preface this with saying we totally understand the allegations and historical context of this woman. They came to light when they tried to name a battle royal after her, and all heck broke loose. But in our Hall of Fame, we are strictly focusing on the in-ring work. We understand there's some controversy to this woman, but you can't deny the career she built up. Now, did she bury some women along the way to keep that career? Probably. We're not going to just sugarcoat that. She pretty much probably did. But our next woman to go into our Hall of Fame class is the Fabulous Moolah. Now, like I said, she exploited a lot of women, and she probably kept a lot of women down when she could have helped build a lot of good careers. But you can't deny her amazing success that she had in her career. She was a 8-time women's champion, 4 in the NWA, and 4 in the WWF. She also was a 3-time women's tag team champion. She is in the WWE Hall of Fame, and she has the longest reigning world's women's championship of all time, which will never be broken. WWE has her holding the title from 1956 until 1984.
Jesus Christ.
So, not saying that she had a lot of matches in that time, but the official record is she had a 28-year-long reign until she lost to Wendy Ricker at the Brawl to end all. So, you can't deny that that's probably, I didn't look it up, but I would assume that's the longest reign of any world champion ever. But to be fair, there wasn't a lot of women going for the title, and obviously she probably held a lot of women down that probably could have beat her for that title.
Hogan says that doesn't work for me, brother.
Yeah, she pulled the Hogan before Hogan was around. So we will say that Fabulous Moolah is in the Hall of Fame, but we are not denying that she probably kind of coerced her career for the better. So,
who hasn't?
Well, I mean, it's all politics. But like we said at the beginning of this Hall of Fame episode, our Hall of Fame is no politics, no BS. We're just picking wrestling careers that we think were the best. So, I mean, we're probably going to avoid one name in this. I think you all know who that name is. That's a little different story. I mean, unless we find out Moolah started murdering people, I mean, maybe we won't go there, but... Well,
I don't know. Maybe we want to be a little edgy. A little controversial.
I don't feel like being that edgy. So, all right. So now the last woman that made it into the first class in the Hall of Fame is Lita.
All right. It's strange that you put Lita last instead of putting her right after we talked about Trish, when she's very highly connected to Trish.
Well, to be fair, I'm doing this by order of votes.
Oh, okay.
So Moolah got more votes than Lita.
Okay.
Moolah had set a combined total score of 7. Lita had combined total score of 9. So that's what order I'm going in.
Okay.
Lita was a 4-time Women's World Champion. She had, surprisingly, I actually forgot about this, is a 1-time Women's Tag Team Champion with Becky Lynch. Totally forgot that happened.
Oh, yeah. She did come back for that.
She's in the Hall of Fame. She was the first Diva draft pick in the very inaugural 2002 brand draft. I thought that was a fun fact. She was the first Diva selected.
Cool.
And she has Pro Wrestling Illustrated Awards. She is a 1-time Woman of the Year. And she is a 1-time Feud of the Year. Can you guess what the feud was?
Trish?
No, surprisingly not.
I don't know.
She got Feud of the Year for Edge and Matt Hardy.
Oh,
because she was involved in that.
Yeah, because
so
Edge is sleeping with Matt's girlfriend.
Yep. So she got the 1-time Feud of the Year. She was involved in it. So it was Edge and Lita versus Matt Hardy.
Oh, okay.
So I was kind of surprised by it too. I saw she had a Feud of the Year, and I looked it up, and it was for that, not for Trish.
And we talked about
that did surprise me.
We talked about how Trish kind of broke the mold of women's wrestling. I mean, if Trish broke the mold, then Lita completely shattered it.
Oh, and before Lita, there was no high-flying women.
And there was no women that looked like Lita.
No. She came in as a completely, totally off-brand character and made it her own. Once she got her injuries, she slowed down. Her last couple years in the ring were definitely...
Well, I mean, she took some nasty bumps in her career.
The broken neck she had when she was filming in... I forget what TV show she was filming the episode for. She breaks her neck in that. She has the horrible spot in the main event match with Raw.
Oh, right.
But she jumps out for the suicide dive and kind of lands
There's a spot that sticks in my head. She takes a power bomb on the outside from a guy on the concrete. I forget who she's facing.
I'm pretty sure, isn't that Rhino in the TLC?
Maybe. But there's a spot where she takes a power bomb.
But she has the TLC. She's in TLC 2 at the WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. She has a couple big spots in that match.
Yeah, she was taking bumps that women didn't take back then.
No, when she got with Edge and they had that whole feud, he ended up becoming, in the main event scene, and she was a huge part of his title reigns and his feud with John Cena.
Oh yeah, Cena loved messing with Lita.
They did embarrass her on her way out with her last. She lost her last match. They a month earlier give Trish a win in the title in her last match, and then in Lita's last match she loses, and then Crime Time sells all her lingerie to the fans.
I forgot about that.
They kind of gave Lita an F you out the door.
God, Crime Time.
But she eventually came back. She got in the good graces. She was in the Royal Rumble. She's been in a few Royal Rumbles. She had the tag team run with Becky. They kind of let her have a nice little send-off. She did didn't she team with Trish? Not at Evolution, but at one of the pay-per-views.
I think she's teamed with Trish, yeah.
So they kind of had that going. So, and like you said, Lita's a trailblazer. She was doing things. She was part of Team Extreme. She was doing things that no other woman was doing at that time. She has a great match with China, which is China's last pay-per-view match in WWF. It's a really good match for the title. It was right after WrestleMania 17.
Man, China was gone that long out of WWF.
Yeah, so great. I mean, Lita had a great career. And the sad part for her is a lot of people are going to remember her for that feud um, Edge and Matt Hardy. I think now that time has passed so far, I definitely think people remember her for being that high-flying trailblazer.
Mm-hmm.
But for a while, her legacy was kind of strained there.
Yeah, true.
Dated CM Punk, so she has bad taste in men.
She was a salute.
Yeah, it happens. Triple H and Cena would call her out on it. So, but like I said, great career. I mean, 4 world women's titles.
Yeah,
So
very worthy of being.
Very, very worthy.
And she was the other half of that Raw main event. So
yes, her and Trish were the first women's main event. I think she does the. Is she the one that's in the steel cage with Victoria? I believe that's her.
I think so,
if I remember right. So, yeah, she had a great career. So, okay, so now we're moving on. That was the female division.
Now it's time for the big
Hall of Fame
boys.
class. So now we've got our 5 male wrestlers that are the first.
Save the number 1 entry until last.
Okay, I'll do this one backwards.
Yeah.
So we got our 5 male wrestlers that are in the first annual class of the BOW Hall of Fame. The number 5 guy, who had 13 votes coming in, was in a tiebreaker with another guy.
Controversy.
To get in. So he won the tiebreaker. The guy is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
All right. What?
He ended up beating the Hitman Bret Hart in the tiebreaker.
And people might be wondering why Stone Cold was even in a tiebreaker, but because there's people ahead of him that might be a little bit more deserving.
Yeah, and to be fair to Stone Cold, he might have been the hottest money-making wrestler, but it also was probably for the shortest period of time.
Yeah, it was like what are those it's like a comet or something that like bursts hot for like a second and then it's done or something like that.
Like a star, just gets really hot real quick and then it's gone.
Yeah, he had like a 3-year run.
From 96 to about 2001.
Oh, a little bit longer.
It was 5 years, but we're comparing it to other guys on this list. It's hard to.
Yeah, that is true.
5 years at the peak, probably when, let's be real, wrestling was probably the hottest in the Attitude Era.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
He took the reins.
And it doesn't get there without Austin.
No, by far. He had one of the greatest feuds in that time
mm-hmm.
with Vince McMahon.
Yep.
So
and then
let's go through, and then obviously in wrestling terms, The Rock.
Yeah.
But in terms of just a feud,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Vince McMahon by far. So his accomplishments: he's a 6-time world champion, 2-time Intercontinental, 6-time tag team champion, 4 with the WWF, 1 with the NWA, and 1 with WCW. He has 2 WCW US championships, 2 WCW TV championships. He is a 3-time Royal Rumble winner, 2-time Slammy Award winner. He won the $1 Million Championship. He was a 1996 King of the Ring.
Birth of Austin.
He is a 2-time WWE Hall of Famer. 1 by himself and 1 just last year for the match with Bret Hart. For Pro Wrestling Illustrated, he was 2-time Feud of the Year, both with I think, if I remember, 1 with McMahon, 1 with Rock. 1-time Match of the Year, 3-time Wrestler of the Year, and he was a 2-time PWI #1 in the top 500 they do.
And let's be real, if he doesn't break his neck in that Owen Hart piledriver spot, he probably has even more accolades than what you just mentioned.
Oh, and he probably has a longer career. But Austin has said that when he broke his neck, it was almost a blessing in disguise because he had to focus completely on character work. And that's when he started doing. He first did the Stone Cold Stunner to McMahon, because that was when McMahon was telling me he had to go home and rest. And he said he don't want to rest, blah blah blah.
Yeah, Vince never took a good stunner.
And he stunned him. And then that's when they were doing a lot of the backstage stuff, where there was like a 4-week period when he's just doing the driving vehicles, doing the cement truck in Vince's car, doing the beer truck where Vince is swimming in the beer.
Yeah.
That
Kurt
what was the other stuff? The Zamboni.
Oh,
Trying
right,
to-
the Zamboni.
I'm trying to think of all the stuff he drove.
Stone Cold, that injury, the neck injury, it kind of affected the way he had to do things. He became a fan favorite because he was doing stuff outside of the ring. He started that whole attitude era with attacking Vince and doing all the stuff, anti-authority, everything like that. He became the white hot face of that generation. You don't think about the Attitude Era without Stone Cold, and he just Stone Cold was that main guy in one of the hottest times in all of wrestling history.
Yes, he was.
So he deserved to be in our first ever Hall of Fame class. The next guy on the list is the Italian Stallion,
Oh,
Bruno Sammartino.
all right.
Two-time WWF World Champion, a one-time U.S. Tag Team Champion, two-time International Tag Team Champion. He's in the Hall of Fame. In 2014, he got a bronze statue from the WWE. For PWI, he had five-time Match of the Year and was a one-time Wrestler of the Year. The one amazing thing about Bruno was that he had probably a reign that's probably never going to be broken in modern history. His first title reign with the WWF Championship, the longest reign ever. Off the top of my head, I think it's like 2,853 days, maybe.
Probably somewhere around there.
Can't remember off the top of my head, but it's insane. It was like almost a 12-year reign. It was crazy. Bruno really just brought a lot to the table. He was the first star that the WWF built their company around. They had Buddy Rogers for that first championship run. That's kind of why they split from the NWA. But Bruno was that first megastar that he was kind of that ethnicity for the New York area that really just kind of fit the mold of what they were looking for.
He's the working man.
He main evented millions of cards at Madison Square Garden. He basically built that place up for wrestling. Had some great matches. He kind of was going out of his career by the time the 80s boom, golden era was coming in. So he was on a few big cards. The 1980 Showdown Shay is a big one for him. This is past his WWF Championship prime, but he had a big feud with Larry Zbyszko, his protege, and stuff like that. So Bruno's just a living legend. A guy that we felt really deserved to be in the first Hall of Fame class because he was kind of that real, especially for the WWE, that first real wrestler that really was what you would call a box office draw.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and we wanted to give him credit because nobody really thinks about that era of wrestling anymore because it's just a whole different style. So we wanted to put him in the Hall of Fame because he still needs to be talked about even though he's 50 years ago.
Yes, and that reign as world champion, that's never going to be matched. I mean, we thought the Roman reign here recently.
Romans was crazy. And it was only, what was it, 1,100 or 1,300 or something like that?
Yeah, it's not even close. It's not going to touch. It would never even come close to touching what Bruno did. So, Bruno carried this company. Without Bruno, there'd be no Hulk Hogan. There'd be no Stone Cold. There'd be no John Cena. So, Bruno was that foundation piece that really set the tone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so moving on to our next guy, we have the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Woo!
Now, Ric Flair, in WWE's eyes, he gets a lot of crap.
He was the competition.
For what they do, because he was the NWA's golden child. So there's the whole thing about how he's a 16-time world champion. Cena broke his record, blah, blah, blah. In reality, Ric Flair, if you count everything that is actually counted in the wrestling world, is a 21-time world champion.
All right.
He has 2 WWE titles, 9 NWA World Championship, 8 WCW World Championships. It was a 2-time international WCW champion, which was when they kind of split apart from the NWA, was like the NWA version. It was the international was the big gold belt. The WCW was the 10 pounds of gold, and then they ended up merging to the big gold belt.
Cool.
Then we've got, he was a 6-time NWA WCW US champ, 2-time TV champion, 3-time NWA Tag Team champion. In the WWE, he was a 1-time Intercontinental champion, 3-time World Tag Team Champion. He was a 1-time Slammy Award winner. He, in 2017, got a bronze statue, just like Bruno. The 92 Rumble winner, the Tear in the Eye. 2-time WWE Hall of Famer with himself right before he retired at WrestleMania 24, and then as part of the Four Horsemen.
So now he's a 2-time BOW Hall of Famer.
2-time BOW Hall of Famer. For the PWI, had 3-time Feud of the Year, 5-time Match of the Year, 6-time Wrestler of the Year, and he had the Match of the Decade from 2000-2009 with him versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 24.
And he also aged extremely fast from like 2003 to 2004. He changes drastically.
Yes. Yes, he does. And the life on the road really started taking wear and tear on him. Most notably for Flair, you remember the Flair for the Gold, him carrying the NWA in the 80s. He was the megastar.
Styling and profiling.
Other guys would come in, Sting, guys like that.
Dusty.
He would build them up, give them the title, and it would always come back to Flair. Many people think he's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. He's on my top 10 list. I wouldn't put him in the top 5 probably for me, but great. He's had an incredible career. So many world championships. His real record of 21 will never be touched. No one's ever going to do that, especially in the landscape we have now.
Except for Obafemi.
No, not even close. So,
And
then obviously Nature Boy has spawned Charlotte Flair and her legacy that she's on right now. So many memorable moments. Evolution. He was a big part of Evolution. He had the Four Horsemen, which is one of the original factions. So Ric Flair brought a lot to this business, and a guy who, before he ever became anything, was in a plane crash, broke his back, didn't think he'd ever wrestle again, and then became one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
that is pretty crazy, yeah.
A crazy life. Still can't believe he's still kicking it, honestly. And all the guys we've lost.
Yeah, out of everybody that's died.
Still pounding it out there. So. Okay. Now moving on to, we got 2 more guys left in the BOW Hall of Fame class. And the next guy on the list is a guy that really you can't not have a Hall of Fame without this guy in it. It is the immortal, the Hulkster, Hulk Hogan.
And if you're paying attention, he was not the number one.
Nope,
he's
not the
unanimous one. So there's somebody that's higher up.
Yeah. So Hulk Hogan is in the Hall of Fame. Now, he did have a pretty good score of 6, so it was pretty close, but yeah, Hulk Hogan was not the unanimous selection. He did have 13 World Heavyweight Championship reigns. He had 6 with the WWF, 6 with WCW, and 1 with IWGP.
Oh.
He's a 1-time tag team champion, 3-time WWE Hall of Famer, the 1983 IWGP Tag League champion, and then for the PWI, 1-time Feud of the Year, 4-time Match of the Year, 3-time Wrestler of the Year, and he was a 1-time PWI number 1 out of the top 500. His 3-time Hall of Fame, he is solo. They got no 5. He was in with the NWO. And then just this year, he got put in the match. What are they calling that? Moment or something?
No, it's got a specific name. I can't. Yeah.
Of the year with Andre
at
WrestleMania 3. So 3-time WWE Hall of Famer. Hogan was amazing. He has probably one of the greatest heel. Okay, yes, the character.
We had to say, you said it for the other person earlier in the show.
He had a lot of problems. Yes. He carried WWE and WWF in the 80s, in the golden era. Mm-hmm. He was probably one of the most recognizable wrestlers of all time in that era.
And now.
Everyone knows who Hulk Hogan is. I mean, he literally spawned other things out. So many different things. He had his own TV show, all this stuff. Had one of the greatest heel turns of all time.
Yep.
Turned in, becoming the third man with the NWO. He just was that quintessential, no matter what Hulk Hogan did in wrestling, he was going to be a top star. And unfortunately, WCW, he kind of let that be known, and he kind of made it that way. And that's kind of what one of the problems with WCW was. But even in his return, he has one of the biggest moments in WWE history when they have the return at WrestleMania 18, and it's him and The Rock squaring off before their match.
Icon versus icon.
So many great moments. Eventually, he had his last match in WWE against Randy Orton. Had that little feud.
Isn't that where he RKO's him over the car?
Yep, he was with the car. He ends up going to TNA, trying to revive TNA. And it didn't go great. He spent about 3 years there. I mean, it put eyeballs on TNA, but it kind of fizzled out, unfortunately. Made his big return, host WrestleMania 30, had the big moment with Stone Cold and The Rock. He kind of had that, the problems he had. We're not going to talk about them on here, but he had all that problems where he kind of got banished, put away, all this kind of stuff. He made his comeback in recent years, and everyone, it didn't go so hot, but, the legend of Hulk Hogan.
It's hot for him now.
Is what we're putting in the Hall of Fame. So, I mean, you can't tell me there's a bigger money-making draw in wrestling ever, probably.
No, probably not ever.
Than Hulk Hogan. And more recognized name. So, he definitely deserves to be in the Hall of Fame class. And it's so many great accomplishments for him.
But now it's time for the unanimous number 1 Hall of Fame inductee for the men.
So, the unanimous selection for the male wrestlers, our final inductee into the 2026 BOW Hall of Fame, our first annual one, is the champ, John Cena.
I mean, it had to be.
The GOAT. Never seen 17. What else he got? Dr. Thuganomics.
He's got everything.
I mean, there's not a better guy. The Make-A-Wish thing in and of itself, what he did with that. There's not a better guy to have as our headlining guy for this class than John Cena. Now, he might have had some problems behind the scenes with some people, using some power, but this is wrestling. What wrestler didn't do that? So, he ended up, obviously, we all know, with 17 world titles, 14 WWE, 3 World Heavyweight Championships. He was a 5-time U.S. champ, 1-time Intercontinental Champion, 4-time Tag Team, 2 with the World, 2 with the WWE, 11-time Slammy Award winner. He won the 2012 Money in the Bank, 2-time Royal Rumble winner in 2008 and 2013. For PWI, he had 2-time Feud of the Year, 6-time Match of the Year, 2-time Wrestler of the Year, and 3 times he was the PWI number 1 of the top 500. Sorry. Not much you can't say about John Cena. He's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Honestly, in terms of overall package, I would put him as my number 2.
Whoa.
He was one of the reasons I got into wrestling. It's hard not to, with all the accomplishments he has, all the main events, all the big time matches, the fact that he carried the company in parades, one of its worst periods.
That was brutal.
His back and took it into where we're at now. And some people don't like where we're at now, but he carried this company when we were going through the PG era. All these eras where the wrestling was really falling off. Who was having some of the best matches? Cena. Cena versus Punk, Money in the Bank 2011. Cena versus Punk Raw 2013. He had the once in a lifetime with Rock, twice in a lifetime.
Cena AJ.
He would do the jobs for Brock came back. Yeah, he beat him at Extreme Rules, but he took the beating. He took all the stuff. He took the beating at SummerSlam from Brock. He built up AJ into becoming a star. Yes, he buried some people, but
The U.S. Championship Open Challenge was cool.
what are we talking about here? I mean, what, Ryback? Come on now.
Right,
Okay.
right.
We buried Ryback. Don't-
Wade Barrett. Wade.
Okay, so Nexus, that wasn't the greatest, but here we are. But John Cena had an amazing career. The thing about John Cena for us is that, we started watching wrestling in 2007, but we like to go back. We went back, and now we've gone back through all the history. But you can watch Cena's entire career in one place, through the whole thing, the whole way through, and it's just something to appreciate. A guy starting with nothing. He's not a Kurt Angle coming in with this huge pedigree. He's not a high flyer. He doesn't have a special skill. He just had guts, determination, and a whole lot of strength. And he used that and played that perfectly into his character. He lived what he preached to the kids: hustle, loyalty, respect. He deserves to be our headlining act in the 2026 BOW Hall of Fame class.
Yes.
So, anything you want to say about any of the inductees?
Just congratulations to everybody that has been inducted into the first ever BOW Hall of Fame. They'll get their rings in the mail. The ring pop rings. And we will be posting these on our Facebook page. All the inductees will get their honorary page post. And if you want to go check that out, Brothers Wrestling on Facebook, Brothers Wrestling on YouTube. And yeah, we hope you enjoyed the first ever BOW Hall of Fame. We'll see you in the next one. CM Punk pins Sami Zayn 1-2-3 and wins the WWE Championship. Hey, I'm going to let you have the floor.
I'm just going to say it right now. There's the classic line in The Dark Knight. You either die a hero or you live long enough to become the villain. And CM Punk has become the very thing. If this doesn't lead to CM Punk being a heel, then they failed miserably. Because CM Punk just did the very thing that he's talked about his entire character has hated since he started in wrestling. He just literally did that. And he gets cheered. I hate Chicago. I hate them because they ruin everything. Because they keep this freaking cancer. Keeps going. He keeps getting chances. He keeps getting opportunities. I'm sick and tired of seeing your face, Phil. Get out of here. I don't want you here anymore. I'm tired of you returning.
People were calling him.
As soon as I knew it.
They were calling him CM Hogan.
It's ridiculous. How can you, for years, say, I hate that The Rock came back and took my title. No, I hate this company. They're so stupid. They make horrible decisions. I work my butt off every day. And then you literally do the same thing to Sami Zayn. After 9 days as champion. And you come back and you blow the kiss to the camera like you did in 2011.
Yep, he did that. Yep.
Piece of crap.
He also told AJ Lee, he said, "Babe, I'm coming home. I'll be home in 20 minutes."
He's a hypocrite. He's always been a hypocrite. He only ever wants things to change. He wants to be the voice of the voiceless when it suits his needs. But as soon as it goes against his needs, then he doesn't care about anybody else anymore. I don't understand why everyone just keeps loving this guy. I don't get it. This was a total heel move. Like, this whole thing was total heel energy. If he comes out of this as a babyface, I'm going to lose my mind.
You know he's not coming out as a heel.
I don't care if this was in Chicago or not. Obviously, he's going to get cheered.
No, he's not going to get booed anywhere. You know how the crowds cheer him.
There is no way you can come out of this match, what he just did,
I don't think people see it that way. Face. I don't think people see. You're the only one that sees it that way. Well, not the only one, but
that's not true. There's been plenty.
You're in the minority about that.
No, stop it. This is getting out of hand. All I wanted when that garage door opened was
McIntyre.
A revision of what happened last time that garage door opened, and McIntyre's carrying his bloody carcass to the ring.
That was pretty cool.
I can't stand CM Punk. He's been a hypocrite forever. And we get people like John Cena called him out and told him how he's a hypocrite. We got people like Seth Rollins who told him he was a hypocrite. We got people like Roman Reigns who told us he was a hypocrite. And we don't ever listen to him. We always side with CM Punk for some reason. CM Punk has been a liar and a cheater and a horrible, horrible wrestling character since he was in Ring of Honor. This is the same guy who won the Ring of Honor title and signed his WWE contract on top of the Ring of Honor title. Why do we like this guy? He's not the best in the world, especially now. He couldn't sniff Sami Zayn's jockstrap right now.
Wow.
That match was not that great. I saw people say that was one of the best matches ever. What are we talking about? If we're saying that was the best match, it's because Sami Zayn carried the old man across the finish line the entire time. I just don't get what people see in CM Punk.
You know that on SmackDown, he's going to come out and he's going to get unbelievably cheered. He's going to be a good guy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's rally, fans. Let's boo the man.
Boo that man.
All I wanted at the end of that show was for Burn It Down to come on again and have Seth Rollins just come out for no reason. I don't need a reason. I just know that he hates him. I wanted Seth Rollins to come down and just slap him in the face.
Jeez.
That's how my night should end.
He did post a picture. He put the title in the fridge like he did the first time. So
I hope his fridge shut off.
I think he's got enough money to keep his fridge on.
Sick of him.